Welcome to Not Your Average Neighbor, the podcast celebrating inspiring individuals and the amazing work they do in our community. I'm Ann Roshar, your host, inviting you to join me as we shine a light on stories of resilience, connection, and good news. Let's build a neighborhood that uplifts and inspires, one story at a time. Howdy, neighbors. It's Ann Roshar, your hostess with the mostest of Not Your Average Neighbor podcast, as well as Not Your Average Real Estate Agent right here in Cedar Rapids. I am super excited about my guest today. And wow, look at this Jimmy Neutron hair that I've got going on. It's a little puffy. I guess you'll have to look at the YouTubes or the Spotify video to see that, but wowsies. It's a little pompadour today. Anyway, I'm all into the Karen Reed, like Turtle Boy drama. There is a creator that I just stumbled upon last weekend, and her name on YouTube is Jolene. It is Jolene Lunzer. Okay. At Jolene Lunzer. I need you all to go subscribe to her YouTube channel if you pay attention to this, because there has been, again, drama because some of these content creators just think they're like Oprah, and they really are getting into it with each other, and it's hilarious. And she breaks it down and snarks the shit out of it. And so if you follow Karen Reed, Turtle Boy, all those things, you need to go check out Jolene Lunzer. I'm manifesting that she will be a guest someday because she needs to be. So that is my Not Your Average Neighbor for the week. And now we're going to bring in my friend, Stephanie Schumacher. Hi. How are
Hi,
you?
I am doing so good. And before we dive in, I just have to say you are a source of true crime updates for me. And so I love dishing on true crime updates with you, but also, and I'm assuming you're aware of this site, iowacoldcases.org.
I believe she's on the TikToks, and I have seen her talk about that stuff. Is it a creator or is it just iowacoldcases.org? Is she like talking about these?
This is a website that's been around for a while and it focuses on just Iowa cold cases,
Okay.
missing people, homicides, unidentified. And she'll post updates. I believe it was Jody Ewing who created it, but it's like right up your alley.
I'll have to check it out. Absolutely, absolutely. Have you paid attention to the Karen Reed stuff at all? And what about
Yes.
Turtle Boy? Do you know he's being sued as well?
I was aware of that. I haven't stayed as up to date on that as the current litigation that Karen's got going on.
Oh, well, they're getting sued together by the victims. I mean, the alleged victims. I think they're alleged because I don't know. We know what we know, and we ain't going to say it on here because I ain't going to get sued. Well, yes, I always enjoy digging into that with you. And so you will definitely have to check out Jolene. She is not one to she breaks down these crazy people that are making grifting basically off of the Karen Reed trial and Turtle Boy and all the things. And good for them. People are paying them money, but like there's this big drama behind the scenes, and Turtle Boy and this other gal get into it. And then this Jolene breaks it down in the funniest freaking way possible. But yeah, I just found her last week. I'm like, where have you been all my life? So yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
have to
In
check it
other
out.
news, yes, you will. You will absolutely enjoy it. It's something you can listen to while you're cleaning, making cupcakes, anything. You don't have to like
Rainbow cupcakes and
rainbow cupcakes. That's right. That's right. I I have attempted the rainbow cupcake, and to my surprise, they're not as terrible as they look or as I thought they were going to be. But anyway, that is for maybe I'll do a solo one and just bake. No, no, I won't. I am absolutely not the baker in our house. My husband is. He was gifted with his mother's Martha Stewart baking skills, and he is the one that takes care of that uh, department in our home. So,
I think
anyway, well,
TikTok of the 2 of you baking together would be thoroughly entertaining.
he makes a mean Texas sheet cake. It is amazing, and he's in charge of it. My mother-in-law made like 1,000 of them before she passed, and he is well on his way to at least 25. So anyway, but Stephanie, thank you so much for being here. Stephanie, in our work lives, I am a real estate agent, a realtor here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with Keller Williams Legacy Group. I cannot forget to say that. And Stephanie is the head queen in charge of the lenders at Hills Bank. She was recently promoted to this title by me, self anointed. She helps all of the lenders in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Hills, Iowa, where Hills Bank was founded. And we are just so happy to have you here. I like to talk a little bit about journeys. Like, what was your journey? How did you get into the world of lending? Let's talk about that. I mean, it may not be that fun, but or it may be like hilarious, but we just want to know, how did you become a lender?
I first came to the bank to work as a consumer lender and open accounts, help consumers with their banking needs. I had zero banking experience, but I did have connections in the community, a sales background, and so it seemed to be a good fit and a good career change for me. So I had been doing that for just a handful of months when the person whose position I had taken, who had gone into mortgage lending, said, "This mortgage lending, it is not for me." And she wanted her old position back. And so they came to me and said, "Hey, do you want to trade?" So I got traded into mortgage lending. That is how I got my start. And it really is my language. I've been doing mortgage lending since then. I did step away and manage one of our retail locations for about 3 years, downtown Cedar Rapids, about 3 months before the flood and the impact that it had on all of
Right.
downtown Cedar Rapids. But our location was destroyed by the flood as well. So great timing on my part. But then after a couple of
Oh,
years, I
and
realized I really, yeah, go ahead.
wasn't it also like the real estate crash too?
In
Like,
that time period, yeah, yeah, there was a lot of things going on.
so
Mhm,
so
mhm.
fun, such fond
Yes,
memories of that, right?
yes. But I came back to mortgage lending because that, like I said, it's my language. I enjoy it. It's fulfilling. It's something different every single day, as you know. And so I came back to doing that and have since taken on leadership roles, both with managing some people and then our entire department most recently. And I love it. I'm passionate about it. And I think that translates to my desire to not just help people buying homes anymore, but help our team be successful, both in lending and in our operations, and trying to make the whole home buying process as enjoyable as possible because things come up that are unpredicted and outside of anyone's control. And it's a matter of how do we problem solve in those situations rather than panic and know that we're all on the same, we've all got the same goal. Lenders do, realtors do, buyers and sellers do. We all want to get to the closing table where somebody gets their new home, and trying to make that as seamless as possible is one of my goals.
And you do an amazing job lifting your team, training them, leading them. I feel like Hills Bank has a great community of lenders, and it all starts at the top. And you have been great at leading and championing them to be community volunteers as well. When I think of Hills Bank, of the lenders specifically, I don't think about just lending. I think about them really giving back to the community. That is
Mhm.
what makes you guys really special. I think everyone that I work with from Hills: Marcus, Carly, Megan, Holly. I know. What's his name?
Adam and Matt.
Adam, I don't work with Adam as much because I don't know even know why. He's a lovely person, but uh, all of you, all of you do so many good things for the realtor community as well as for Cedar Rapids, North Liberty, Hills, all of the corridor area. So kudos to you.
Yeah.
I think that is a quite a feather in your cap that you and your team really do not just talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I think volunteering is important to me, but also important to our team and really important to the entire culture of Hills Bank. You're going to find what you're exposed to is our lending team, but our entire coworker community here at Hills Bank, we have a big focus on the community, and that's volunteering, both donating our time, our resources, and monetarily to our community, the nonprofits, the schools, the small organizations. That's why we are so rooted as a community bank because it helps define who we are.
Absolutely. And I think before we kind of dig into what you do specifically, doesn't Hills Bank have a program going on for kids right now this summer? Isn't it something, a lemonade stand kind of community outreach program? Tell us about that.
Yes, the Lemon Boss program. So, because we're a bank and we also have a goal of, helping people build their financial strength and stability, we start at a really young age encouraging that. So, with our youngest bankers, they can apply for it's like an application. They want to start a lemonade stand and they prepare a business plan, age appropriate, and we give them the tools to start up their lemon stand business. It's called Lemon Boss. They get a pitcher and lemonade mix and a little coin package and a wooden spoon to stir up the lemonade and some cups. So they get the tools that they need to start their first business so they can make some money. We encourage our kids and our youth to save money, donate money, and have a little bit for spending as well because then they can see the enjoyment of that. But being financially responsible is something we strive to teach from a really young age here.
I love that so much. Good for you, Hills Bank.
Yeah.
You're making lemonade out of lemons, right?
We absolutely are. And if you're driving down a street and you see a lemonade stand, you've got to stop because kudos to those kids for going, you know what, I'm going to go make some lemonade and make some money today. And the parents or support group for supporting them to get them out and able to do that and just taking the initiative. It's the first start of entrepreneurship in young kids. And so we're really happy to support and facilitate that.
Well, that is so cool. Um,
Yeah.
next up on our conversation is kind of your community involvement, and you have been the committee chairperson for the Habitat for Humanity uh, real estate community. And how long have you been doing that?
I've been volunteering with Habitat since 2011, and I've been on this committee for that long, and chairing this committee for, I'm going to say maybe 12 years, maybe more. After a decade, that sounds like such a long term of time, but after a decade, it's been a while. And so
And
over
you,
10 years, it's
that's
it's a lot of years, but enjoyable years.
Absolutely, and you do such a good job at it. Last evening, if you folks don't know, Lucky's on 16th Avenue here in Cedar Rapids does a Wednesday nonprofit sponsored bingo where they give a percentage of the proceeds earned that day to a nonprofit in our community. And last night was bingo for Habitat for Humanity. How did that go?
It was so much fun. Little side note, I told my grandkids, "Oh, I'm gonna go call bingo tomorrow night." And they're like, "Does that mean you're old?" And I'm like, "Ooh, that one stung a little bit." But no, it doesn't, because we have all ages coming to play bingo. So
That's
yes,
right.
thankfully Lucky's puts this out for nonprofits in the community to come call bingo on every Wednesday night from 6 until 8 p.m. Playing bingo is free. You don't have to pay for your card. If you want additional cards, you can pay, which is a donation to that nonprofit. And we play bingo all night and you win prizes. And it's a lot of fun. We had some kids there last night, their parents, there was grandparents, all ages, and it's an enjoyable thing. And it's a really great thing that Lucky's does to support the community. And like you said, in addition to the funds raised during bingo, 10% of the profit from that day from all of the meals and happy hour drinks get donated back to that nonprofit. So Habitat really appreciates that ability to participate with that.
Absolutely. It's such a cool thing that they do that. And, not a lot of people have jumped on that train. They could, be inspired to do their own. So Lucky's is a standout in that way. I believe, everyone has their niche, but I always think fondly of Lucky's doing that for our community, and it's been for several years. So again, if you have a nonprofit that you would like to get the word out, fundraise, whatever, reach out to them and they will get you on the calendar because they're just excited as you are to host those events. So, but you are fundraising because you all do a spectacular giving situation for families who need housing who may not be able to afford it the traditional way. And tell us about the Habitat for Humanity program that you help champion.
So I chair a committee where our primary focus is to fundraise and bring awareness to our local Habitat for Humanity. So Habitat for Humanity is all across the country and the world. But each area has their own individually run organization. Ours is the Cedar Valley Habitat for Humanity, and it encompasses Lynn County and Benton County. Our goal is to raise money so they can continue to build homes in our community and do some repair programs for homes in our community. And when they're building homes, I think a common misconception is, oh, it's a free home for somebody. And that is absolutely 100% not correct. Habitat strives to be a hand up, not a handout. When someone applies to become a homeowner with Habitat for Humanity, there's an application process. They have to show the ability that they can make payments on the home because it's not a free home. They do have to make payments on this home. They have to commit to volunteer hours. And whether they are a single person household or a family and maybe a two adult person household, those hours can vary, but it could be 400 hours or more that they have to personally volunteer or have members of their family volunteer in order to qualify for a home. So they are putting some, as an old term is, skin in the game to get this home. They have to have a need. Maybe they have a home already, but it isn't maybe safe or it isn't sized right for their home and it's an unsafe or incorrectly sized home for them, if you will. So there's a need determination, there's a volunteer determination. They have to go through education classes. What does it mean to own a home? If you've always been a renter, you may not be aware of or even know that, hey, when your furnace goes out, you're now responsible for that cost versus just calling a landlord. Or if you need a new appliance, that's now a financial responsibility of yours. How do you care for a new yard? What kind of spring and fall maintenance do you need to do on a new home? This is all new territory for people who have been renting in the past. And so they make sure to provide that education so that that is another financial and knowledge step and gain for that new homeowner. Our role as a committee is to help fundraise to support these efforts. We do a couple different events. We do fun things like bingo, where we raise some money. But one of the major events we do is coming up next month. Bags for a Build. And this is a fun one. We host a bags tournament. Some people call it cornhole. And we hold it at the Sag Wagon in Cedar Rapids. It's July 11th. And it's a full day of fun, fundraising, music, activities, centered around a bags tournament. You don't have to play bags to come out that day and support Habitat for Humanity, but you can. And something new we added this year is yard pong. And for people who aren't aware of what that is, I would describe it as if you're aware of beer pong, red solo cups and ping pong balls, it's kind of like that in giant form. So think volleyballs and large round garbage cans. So we've
Oh,
asked
that
that.
sounds fun.
Yeah, we've added that to our day this year, just as an additional something for people to do if they want to come and play something, but bags isn't their thing. Or maybe they played bags and, they didn't win right away and they want to stick around and do something else. So we've added another activity for people to participate in.
Oh, that sounds so fun. I have done it in the past. And then we are bikers, like cyclists. And I feel like it tends to fall on the same day as as a cycling activity. So maybe that's why I haven't done it in the past couple years. But also, my friend Scott Jensen, him and his son, I believe, have been the reigning champs the last couple years. So
Sounds about right. We see a lot of familiar faces each year, but we also see new faces, and we love that. And you can come by, hang out. You don't, like I said, you don't even have to play bags. Come and support somebody who is, or just come hang out. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of really cool and interesting and fun people there. We've got a live DJ all day. It's a good vibe,
oh
and we're
yeah,
raising
absolutely.
and we're raising money while enjoying the day.
And also, if you haven't been to Sagwagon in the recent months, listen up. This place got an extreme makeover on the outside portion of the space, and it has like a double decker seating area as well as basically a stage, and all of the old like grass is gone and now it's all cement. That cedar trail down there is just beautiful. So if you have not checked it out, it will be July 12th. It's called Bags for a Build. It benefits Habitat for Humanity, and it's a super fun day. It always is a lot of fun, and it is very easy to come in, support uh, by donating a little bit or playing in the bags tournament the entire day. But it is a lot of fun. I attest to that. Also, you do another really cool event that I want to shout out that's going to be a little bit later in the year, but it's always such a fun time. Talk about that.
So our Recycle Gala is another event, and that's our largest event that we do each year. It is October 15th. It's a Thursday evening. And the best way to describe this is fashionably funky. It is a runway show live, and the outfits that people are wearing on the runway show are made from recycled material, deconstructed things, and you would not believe the couture that people are designing with recycled materials. It is
Yeah.
phenomenal. There are jaws dropping every single year. People who come to it each year as the first time they've been there, the resounding comments we get are, I could never have imagined what I just saw tonight. This was so cool. I can't wait to bring more people with me next year. And let me tell you, goosebumps every single time because it is so rewarding to see how much fun people have, the excitement on faces that this is something they've never experienced before. The models wearing these outfits are people in the community. They are our neighbors, our coworkers, our friends, our family. You're likely, if you've never been and you come attend, you're likely going to recognize somebody on the stage. It is, like I said, the bags tournament is a vibe. This is an elevated vibe. So it is just amazing. Some of the things that people make outfits out of, Anne, we've seen keys, landscape fabric, hot air balloon material, fan blades, lamp shades, wires and bolts and nuts and hinges and door pulls and you name it, curtains, tablecloths. Um, it's unimaginable the things that people come up with to make these runway worthy outfits. And it's fabulously funky.
Oh my gosh, we have such talent here in Cedar Rapids. But we're going to jump right back into
Okay.
part of the amazing twist of this fashion show, especially for the talented amateurs that are in the real estate community. They and I'm not sure what the rules are for the ones that really know what they're doing, but the pros, so to speak, but they have to take something from the restore and incorporate it into the fashion. And I believe zip ties have been used quite a bit. Maybe was there masks, old masks that those what are
Yes.
those called? Who made that one? That was fantastic. Was that Holly?
Holly made that out of like old COVID masks. A
Yes,
whole
yes.
beautiful fitted white
Oh
dress
my
made out of
yeah.
COVID masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was inspiring. She is so freaking talented, as well as the rest of them are.
Yeah.
And then the pros, they really just don't pull any stops. They're just always out there making
Yeah.
and creating.
Seen vacuum cleaner bags used to make outfits. We've had people somehow create the look of stained glass with like a clear plastic tarp. Um, the the design ideas that people come up with and then they're able to execute on them. And believe me, what you might have something in your mind when you're like, "Ooh, this is, I think, what I'm gonna create." And you go find some things at the restore and you start creating something, and it often will morph into something that you hadn't originally pictured, but it becomes truly something amazing. And all the while we're doing this and amazing people and awing people with these outfits, both from amateur real estate agents and lenders to artists in our community, we're raising money for Habitat for Humanity while we're doing this. And it's truly astounding what can be done when a community comes together, mainly of volunteers, to make our community better. And
Mhm.
I'm super, super proud to be able to be part of that.
That is absolutely true. We have a great neighborhood right here in Cedar Rapids of community volunteers. And
Sure
so
do.
that again is October 15th this
Mhm.
year, correct? And
Yes,
it is at the Olympic Theater.
correct. Yep. So
Okay.
6 o'clock that evening, the show starts VIP seating. So we have sofas that people can reserve that are right at the front of the runway. We have little four-person cocktail tables and chairs that are also VIP seating. Otherwise, there is standing room or general seating around the runway. It's just such a great, great time. But yeah, if you want to feel special at the event, you're going to want to get your tickets early for the VIP seating.
Absolutely. Been there, felt really special. Have been a judge. It was much harder than it looks. And
Yeah.
we just encourage you all to attend that this fall. But coming up July 11th at the Sagwagon, they are hosting Bags for a Build right here, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We will share all the links and all of the um, websites and contact information for how you can get signed up, how you can just come show up, whatever you want. But it's always a great time. And again, everything goes back to Habitat for Humanity. And I love that that's that saying of it's not a hand out, it's a hand up. And I've been a part of the builds as well, and those are so special. And the proud homeowners that you see once they are complete and they get into those homes, it just brings tears to your eyes because you know how hard they had to work and continue to work to remain in that home as well. So it's just um, heartwarming, bucket filling, all of the things. And we will again share all of those. If you want to help with a build, there are plenty of opportunities for those as well. And we will get you connected. So before I run out of juice, because I got this AirPod who just went boop, 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 boop to tell me I'm almost out of juice. And I don't know where my other one is right now because that's my life, Stephanie.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
This is my life. I got one ear, one eye, and we're going to do it. So, we are so grateful to have you as our neighbor. Thank you so, so much for joining us. And don't forget, neighbors, to like, follow, share all of the things. You can find us on the YouTube if you want to see this Jimmy Neutron here, that style I got going on. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, Instagram. TikTok will be coming soon, maybe in the next, maybe this season, season 4. TikTok is coming to you. So, thanks again, Stephanie, for all of that you do with Hills and your volunteering and with Habitat. And we just appreciate you. And we will see you next time, neighbors. Until then, have a great week and be a good neighbor.
Bye, Ann. Bye, neighbor.
Bye.